There we are. Instagram, good morning. Thank you for joining me. Good afternoon, Instagram. Instagram family, good afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Facebook, can you still hear me? Instagram, while I try to pin this topic, please bear with me. Yeah? Please bear with me. Please bear with me. So yes, what makes you different? What makes you different? Thank you for joining, Instagram family. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. What makes us different? You see, in life we are all different. God has blessed us with different. Thank you for joining me, Just Ibe. God has blessed us with different gifts and talents, different skin, different texture, different abilities. The Bible says before we were born, before we were created, He knew us. So because He knew us, He has given us different things to exhibit in life. Some people can speak very well. Some people are shy. They can't talk in public. Some people are fighters. They are ready to go to the end of any situation. Some people will withdraw into their shell. We are all very, very different. But by the grace of God, I'm going to be talking to you why we are different and how we can celebrate our differences instead of trying to push each other down, instead of trying to compete, instead of trying to increase the hate and the envy and the jealousy. All we need to do is collaborate. Collaborate, yeah? Instagram family, you should know me very well by now, but I will introduce myself again. I'm Vowero Otomewo Oriaki, popularly known as Lady V. I am, by the grace of God, a confidence coach and a motivational speaker. My job is helping women and youth. I started adding youth recently. Thank you for the thumbs up. Instagram, if you please give me some of those hearts. Yeah? Press the heart so that I'll know you're watching. My job is helping women and youth become the best version of themselves unapologetically and in all ramification. Oh dear, it's breaking. Thank you for telling me. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that means, honestly. My network is fine at home here. My network is fine. I don't know what exactly is wrong, but please bear with me. Facebook, if you can hear me, please type "Long live Lady V." Now, can you hear me, Instagram? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, Instagram, please wave. Facebook, if you can hear me, please wave. I'm talking about how different we are in this world. The topic is, I am different. This is the controversial Lady V Global that you've been hearing about. A mother, a wife, a #1 Amazon best-selling author, a motivational speaker, and your favorite confidence coach. Oh dear me, don't know what's happening today with my network. Facebook, can you see me? Can you hear me? Instagram, can you see me? Can you hear me? Please wave if you can hear me. Please wave. Facebook, please wave. Can you hear me, Facebook? Instagram, can you hear me? Please, can you wave if you can hear me? Please wave if you can hear me. I refuse to give up. This network must work today. I don't know what's wrong. Yes, sweetheart, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Instagram? Well, I'll just go on. Yeah? So we have different... Oh, dear me, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? Can you hear me? Oh, no. Okay. Now, can you wave if you can hear me? Instagram, if you can hear me, please wave. Facebook, if you can hear me, please wave. Please wave. You can't hear me? This is serious. So what do I do? Go out and come in again? Should I log out and log in again? Would you advise? Because it's clear here. I can see everyone and I can hear you. I can see. What do you advise I do? This is a lovely topic that I really want to trash. Can you hear me? Golden_Ace_. Can you hear me? Please wave if you can hear me. Please wave. Can you hear me? My goodness, what's going to happen today? Holy Spirit, take control. So, the topic is, I am different. Now, remember, if you stay till the end, you're going to be benefiting from the special offer from my latest online course, my Confidence Mastery online course. If you stay till the end, you will be benefiting from, of course, people who will be watching the replay will also benefit from that. Yes. Oham Ruth, thank you very much for joining me. Can you hear me, Oham Ruth? That's my coach. Oham Ruth, can you hear me? Can you see me clearly? I can see everyone, but someone just said they can't hear me. I don't know if the network is being funny. Coach Ruth, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, very good. There we go, very good. So I'm just going to be pumping on very quickly. Now the topic, I tried to pin it. Maybe I should pin it again. Lord have mercy. Maybe I should pin this again. Yeah? So maybe I should pin this again. Right. Very good. Thank you very much, Coach Ruth. Thank you, Dr. Ruth. Thank you for joining. Now, very quickly, I'm going to be talking about the difference that we all have as human beings, okay? The difference that we all have as human beings. The topic is, I am different. Now, I have just said something that God made us in his image and likeness. And he specifically chose different things to bless us with. It could be the way you speak. It could be the way you smile. It could be the way you eat. It could be the way it could be how strong you are. It could be how light-skinned you are or how dark-skinned you are. It could be anything. But what I actually want to talk about today is how we have to bask in our differences. How we should allow our differences in life to become our motivation and not let it be a form of competition. Now, especially with women, we have problems with competing with each other for no reason. Oh my God. I have done all that. I've done all that, but I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Oh dear me. Coach Ruth, I have done all that, but I'll do it again. I have tried to pin it, but okay, I'll do that again, yeah? Thank you for letting me know. You see, that's the importance of having a coach. Thank you. Just trying to pin it once again. You see, Satan has a way of making people Satan has a way of making people I really don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to go on. No. Oh dear me. I'm just going to go on, yeah? Pardon me for today. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to go on very quickly, yeah? Right. So, as I was saying, our difference in all the gifts that God has given us is for us to be able to collaborate and boldly allow our difference to motivate us and not in form of competition or jealousy or envy or what have you, yeah? So the topic is, I am different. Instagram, I tried pinning it. For some reason, I don't know what's happening. Uyo Ujoma, thanks for joining. That's one of my friends in England. Thanks for joining, Ujoma. Thank you very, very much. Facebook, you can still hear me. If you're still with me, wave. Thank you so, so much. So yes, very quickly, our difference. Now, first of all, a lot of people, instead of trying to make you feel comfortable with your difference, with your gifts and talents, instead of instead of encouraging you with your gifts, people try to condemn, condemn you, or try to bring you down, or trying to discourage you from your God-given talent. And as a fighter like me, I want to come today to encourage a lot of us. I want to encourage a lot of us never to be discouraged with how people judge you due to... Thank you for those hearts. Keep pumping. Thank you, Dr. Ru. Thank you very, very much. Now, very quickly, again, I'll be talking about our individuality. You should never... I'm also talking to myself. So as I'm speaking to you, I'm also speaking to myself. We should never, ever give people the consent to reduce us just because we have a different mindset, or we look different, or we think differently, or behave differently. God has a reason for making us the way we all are, not just you, including myself. So my first point here is no one should make you, do not allow anyone make you inferior with whatever gifts you exhibit. I had a friend who once wanted to be a caterer. She loved cooking. But for some reason, everyone around her was doing something else, probably hairdressing or something else. But she insisted that she would be a caterer. And just because of that, she was ostracized. She was termed like, oh, you're proud. Who do you think you are? Why can't you do what others are doing? I have also fallen into the same trap. Situations where people will not accept you for who you are. You must be strong enough to say, this is what I want. I'll be happy doing what I'm doing. I will excel more with my gifts and talents. I am different. I'm happy with the way I am. And I will not allow anyone to bring me down or to make me feel inferior. So that's bullet point number 1. Number 2, you must hold your differences as your strength, your power. Thank you, Alpha Pharmacy. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. You must hold the difference you have, what you exhibit, those talents. Hold them as your power. I love talking. Oof, I can speak from now till tomorrow. My saliva will not be dried. I will not have headaches. I will not feel any pain. That's how I'm made. That's how God has created me. And instead of me, I'm happy to exhibit that talent, as well as I'm very, very confident that that is a gift from God. So when people say, oh, you talk too much, I say, thank you. Sometimes they are meant to correct you or correct me. I say, thank you very much. But that doesn't stop me from talking, because I love talking. Speaking has taken me all over the world, encouraging people, giving keynote addresses, inspiring people everywhere, both big and small, rich and poor, sick and healthy. So our differences, we should make sure that our difference is a form of motivation, and we should never allow anyone to reduce us because of our difference. I have my coach, for example, who's just gone back to start doing her postgraduate, her doctorate degree. I don't think I want to go back to school to do a PhD. That would be too much for me. Well, you never can say. I probably changed my mind. But for now, I don't think that's my cup of tea. So for people like Coach Ruth, who has gone all the way back to go and do a PhD, she deserves a lot of accolade. We have to be clapping for her, not trying to pull her down and say, what is wrong with her? Why is she going to do PhD? Or who does she think she is? No, you are jealous. Instead, we need to be cheering her up. We need to be clapping, say, wow, it's small girl. Madam, you strong, go. Dr. Ruth, you are strong. Thank you for joining me. Mandy's_wellness. Thank you for joining me, Mandy. So yes, so instead of trying to pull people down, why don't you encourage them? Why don't you go close to them and see how you can tap into what they have? Why don't you go near them and see if they can even teach you or even add to your own talents with their talents, instead of being jealous or being competitive? I had somebody recently who for some reason couldn't stand me. I mean, she just couldn't stand the amount of blessings that God has put on me and my family. And, she just wouldn't deal with me. I tried to reach out, but she couldn't cope. She didn't want to anyway. And then recently, I woke up one morning, and my prayer time, my meditation time, normally that's what I do first thing in the morning. And after that, I go for my exercise. Stephen Duku, thank you for joining me. Stephen Nduku, thank you for joining me. And then I rushed out, just before I was going to go for my routine exercise. I thought, my kids are in school, so I'm always wanting to check my messages after prayers, not before prayers, after prayers, just to be sure if there's any message for me or if they need anything. And then I saw this person came from nowhere. This same person who has been giving me cold shoulders, this same person who couldn't stand my blessings, this same person who's been so jealous and refused to collaborate with me, excusez-moi. This same person came to my feed and clicked the heart sign on Instagram 97 times. 97. And, as a matured woman of God, as a mother, I refuse to be like, what on earth is she looking for? No. And immediately, God started speaking to me, telling me, listen, maybe she has come to her senses that what she did was wrong. Maybe she can now see. Our people will say they don't come to you except they want to use you. So maybe she's seen some things in me and she would love to. She's seen some things in me and she would love to be part of what I'm doing, or she wants to gain from me. Or maybe I really don't mind sharing what I have. If you need anything from me, everybody watching, and it's something I can give to you, so long as it's not my life, I will definitely do it. But for people who, for some reason, I have had contact with, and I'm sure that I do not want to continue for reasons best known to me and my God, I pull out. And this young lady who gave me so much cold shoulder in December 2017 came from nowhere, total 360 degrees, and started clicking hearts, all my Instagram feed. I'm like, what? Now, Holy Spirit brought me to what my coach recently taught me about the insight. And I went to my Instagram and I said, let me check my insight. And I saw that even when I'm struggling to go up to 2,000 followers organically, I do not, for now, want to do I don't want to boost nothing. Because I've done it in the past in Facebook and there's really no need. So I want to grow my audience organically. So I've refused to, boost it with my credit card and all that. And my coach taught me recently how to use the insight. And I checked the insight, and I saw that my impressions is almost 6,000 plus. Almost 6,000 plus. And then, of course, physically, what everyone can see is just less than 2,000 people following me. And I laughed. I wasn't worried. Because I knew that is not, the followers in Instagram is not a yardstick. I would love to have thousands of followers, and I'll get there. But it's not a yardstick for my happiness. And Holy Spirit started speaking to me. He said, listen, this is just to confirm how wicked the world is. People come to your feed, they look, they feed there. It's like going for window shopping. You go for window shopping, you go to Harrods, you go to Selfridges, you go to different parts of the world, you check what's going on, and you don't buy. So how do you think the sellers will feel when you just come on and you don't buy? You check their perfume, you try it, you check their lipstick, try different things that they're doing, and you never buy. No, that's impressed by it. So these people are part of the people who come to your feed, they check your story. In fact, they take it as a point of duty. As soon as you put a post, they are right there. Some of them will click the heart or the likes, and some wouldn't. They just want to see what's going on. Is she still there? Is she still alive? Is her mouth still sharp? Is she still very full of herself? Of course, I'm a duchess of Zion by the grace of God. So when we see each other with differences, different gifts, different talents. Thank you for joining me. Where are you joining from? Facebook. Can you let me know where you're joining from? Instagram. Thank you for joining me. Now, when you see people exhibiting gifts and talents, celebrate them. That's the secret of going forward in life. Celebrate them. Do not in any way try to bring them down. Do not in any way try to be jealous. Do not in any way thank you for joining me. Princess Fumi, thank you, my sister, thank you. They're still low, Abio. Princess Fumi, you are blessed and highly favored. That is another lovely sister, Dr. Fumi Hancock. She's presently in somewhere around Asia, working hard for humanity as well as making money, some cool money. And she's a great lady as well, impacting the whole world. Now, as you can, thank you for those lovely words of encouragement, Dr. Fumi. Now, instead of people to, Princess Fumi is on Facebook, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the hearts. So I tell people I'm a Duchess of Zion. I don't know what you call it. Call it pride. Call it anything. But I'm a woman that is happy by the grace of God. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Fumi. She says I look beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. I know that. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate. And I like women like you who say it out instead of struggling and hating and, wishing us evil. So Instagram or Facebook or social media in general has taught us all how to be strong. We all now know that there are haters all over. And I teach my children, even my husband sometimes, I say, listen, when you see haters, try to show them love. But guess what? There are some haters you have to push aside. You have to cleverly let them be. You're not trying to be bitter. You're not trying to be to keep malice or anything. No, but you're better off without them. So when you see people, thank you very much. When you see people who are unnecessarily uncomfortable, thank you, Dr. Fumi. You have just shared my live on Facebook. I'm so grateful. May God bless you. On the days you'll be traveling, honey, the roads will not be hungry. And whenever you need people to celebrate you, they will rush down to you as the honey, or as the bees rush down to the honey. You will be celebrated. God bless you. I love people who don't, yes, right there, receive it, honey. I love people who don't have problems in accepting others. If I see even my enemies standing today and President Donald Trump or President Muhammadu Buhari or my queen, the Queen of England, says to me, stand up and clap for this person. Even if I hate that person, God forbid that I hate anybody, I'll stand up and clap for the person. I don't have problems celebrating others. So for people who have problems celebrating others, they have a problem. So that hate, that hatred, that envy, that jealousy, we should outgrow it. That's the difference I want us to make in 2018. Outgrow that envy. Someone sent me a message recently and said, oh, you've been going all over the world. So where is your next event? Is it Europe or the US? And I said to the person, the sky has always been my starting point. So on my next trip, I'm going to be doing 4 cities and 2 countries. And I don't know how that will go, but God will definitely work it out. And guess what? The person became dumb. So you see, when you see people appreciating you, you know from the way they talk to you. And then when you see Instagram, I can't see your heart. Are you there? Coach Ruth? Who else is there? Stephen Duku, Mandy_Wellness, Alpha Pharmacy. I can't see your hearts. Facebook is doing very well. They're giving me all the hearts and all the thumbs up. Instagram, are you also jealous? Are you also jealous, Instagram? Pump those hearts, Instagram. So, as I was saying, we don't, yes, thank you very much, Justy B. We don't necessarily have to be jealous. The Englishman says if you can't join them, if you can't beat them, join them. I understand. Thank you, honey. Thank you very much. Dr. Princess Fumi Hancock, thank you very, very much. You see, in life, if you can't beat them, join them. I understand that sometimes we need peace. And in the process of trying to have peace, we have to avoid some people. In the process of trying to avoid insults, we have to avoid some environments, avoid some gatherings, avoid some specific individuals. But guess what? It is better to celebrate. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you. It is better to celebrate people so that whatever, like my late mother will say, bless her cotton socks. My late mother will say, I have bread and I'm eating a couple of slices, or let's say toast. But I don't mind giving you 1 slice if you treat me nicely. But if you don't treat me nicely, you stay where you are. Sorry, not my fault. Yeah? So I've given us a couple of bullet points. I'm now going to go to another one, which is that the foundation of our confidence will not crack if we have the mindset that we are different. You see, confidence is something that can easily drop. Oh my God, thank you very much. Oh my God, thank you, thank you. I just heard something in my spirit. I'm a child of God. I'm a Duchess of Zion. And by the grace of God, my confidence does not shake. Never. Because my confidence is built on God-fidence. God-fidence. My God, my strength, my shield, my confidence, my bank. Whether it is my domiciliary account or my account back home, look, my people say no shaking in Delta State. When you take our oil and take our oil, it does not finish. Why? No shaking. Because it keeps coming. As you're taking, it's coming. As you're taking, it's coming. Oh, yes. So as a Duchess of Zion, nothing they shake me in Jesus' mighty name. Nothing. No one is a threat. No one. Instead, I will join to clap for you. I will join to celebrate you. I will love you. Even from the ones that will come to your post and they will come to your thread, they do not click like, they do not comment nicely, they just look and go. Or even if they don't say anything, they just go. And they keep coming in and coming in. And then the apps is showing you that all your haters are coming to check you. Yes, honey, Godfidence. So allow your Godfidence in 2018 to be 200%. So when enemies see you, they're like, is she still there? Oh, yes, she's still there. Let your Godfidence be 200% in 2018 and beyond by the special grace of God. So when you know that confidence, that Godfidence will not shake. So whatever the difference, I have friends who are so light in complexion. I love them, but I'm not light in complexion. I have friends who have lovely wig. I'm almost allergic to wig. Thank you very much. Thank you for those thumbs up. I'm almost allergic. This is the natural dreadlocks that God has given me, and I've been growing it for nearly 9 years. I'm very confident with my dreadlock. Yes, self-proclaimed haters. Tell me about it, Dr. Fumi. So yes, when you are confident and you are comfortable with who you are comfortable with who you are in Christ. Nothing. So when people, even where I come from originally, although I'm a British citizen, where I come from in Nigeria, dreadlocks is not common. They believe people who wear dreadlocks are people who are musicians, or maybe they are dirty people, or maybe they are hooligans. Whatever they think, that's their business. This is Lady V. She is happily married with 3 lovely children, doing very well, very rich by the grace of God. I'm not poor, and I'm comfortable with my hair. I'm comfortable with my dreadlocks. So that's confidence. What are you confident about? Are you only confident about hating others? Are you only confident about gossiping? Are you only confident about being threatened by people's progress? I have traveled all over the world by the grace of God. Hardly anywhere that I haven't been. And the few places that I have not been, I will surely go by the grace of God. It's a matter of time. Now, ask me how much is in my bank account. I will say almost nothing. But I'm so confident. That's the Godfidence we're talking about. That's the Godfidence we're talking about. What are you confident in? Tell me. Thank you, Chinom. So thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you for those hearts. What are you confident about? I was at a seminar recently, and a lot of them. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I wasn't born with dreadlocks. I started growing my dreadlocks 9 years ago. I've always had permed hair, and sometimes I put on my wig. I still put on wigs once in a blue moon, but my kids don't really like it, so I really don't use it. Yes, thank you, sweetheart. Chinom, so she said, awesome, you inspire me. That's the whole idea. I'm born to inspire, and I'm happy you're telling me this. May God bless you. I do appreciate your kind words. Instagram, Facebook is beating you. Where are your hearts? Don't waste my time, or don't fall in my hand, Instagram. So yes, what are you confident about? I'm not a particularly tall woman. I'm about 5'8". And then recently, I don't really wear my 6 inches as I used to wear when I was still young, when I was in my 40s or 30s or 20s. I used to wear very high shoes. I don't put on those shoes anymore because, for health reasons, I want to wear block heels or very low flip-flops. and I'm confident with that. But some people are not confident. Ola7322 joined. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, ma, God bless you. Thank you for joining. What are you confident about? Are you confident with who God has called you to be? I was in a seminar recently, and almost everyone there are nurses. And they were telling me, I used to do part-time job as a support worker, and they were saying, oh, why don't you just go and do nursing? I have degrees in the science field. I've worked in the laboratory as a laboratory technician, in both immunology and chem pathology, hematology, and microbiology, chem pathology. And I have enough experience, but I thought, no, I'm tired of the microscope, and I want to follow my passion. And my passion is to speak, to inspire people all over the world. Now, I started doing that gracefully, as you can see. I went all the way again, like I told you, to Florida, John Maxwell, to San Diego, Lisa Nichols, to Tony Robbins, all these mentors of mine. Listen, you have to be confident of who you are and what God has blessed you with. And I said to them, I'm not a nurse and I do not intend to be one. I have nurses who are my friends. I have nurses who are families. But no, I will not do well as a nurse. I want to be able to use my gift and talent to speak. What are you confident about? What is your gift and talent? What's your difference between other people? Why are you not confident in your own self? When you see haters pointing hands at you, it's because they're jealous. They can't do what you're doing. When you see haters tiki tiki taka taka all over the place, it's because they cannot do what you're doing. So what are you confident about? Why do you go to people's post or people's feed and not clicking like? What are you doing here? Because there are apps who will show what you have come to do. So what have you come to do? What have you come to sow bad seeds? What have you come to do? Tell us. Is that your difference? Is that the difference you want to make in the world? To become to hate or to be envious of people? No. Listen, the Bible says all are not apostles. All are not speakers. Some people are quiet and yet they have their own gifts. Some are noise makers like me and we have our own gifts. Some have the person who does my hair. When I was in Nigeria, they have. Yes, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Dr. Fumi. When I had this guy who used to do my hair when I was in Nigeria. Now there's a lovely Caribbean lady who does my hair whenever I'm in London. If I'm in the States, I have another lovely Caribbean guy who does my hair. Now, these people have their own gifts. Their gift is in the beauty industry. I have people who do my massages and all that. They take care of when I go to the spa, when I need to massage or maybe my facial or anything. Those are their gifts. Some people don't have a gift. They can go and learn some skills and get better. And get better in whatever they are doing. Right? So there's room for learning. You can learn new skills and you can become a master of that skill. But there's no need for you to feel so jealous about your fellow human being that you see something and you cannot just click like, or you cannot just say, oh, well done, ma, you're doing very well. Or well done, ma'am, you're doing very well. Now, welcome to social media where in Africa we have respect. You see people who are your aunties and the ages of your mother, and you respect them. But in Africa, these days, you see children all in the name of social media. They don't know the difference between us and them. Because we look so good. We're not in the village wearing Ankara and cooking with firewood. No, we are posh by the grace of God. Blessed by the grace of God. So they can't cope with it. And you find them chiki chiki, chaka chaka, all over the place. And I'm wondering, who brought these ones up? Because whatever you behave shows where you're coming from. If you're well brought up, it will show when you go to the public. If you're not well brought up, it will show when you go to the public. So my question for everyone today is, what is your difference? I am different by the grace of God. I choose to show love. In cases where the hate is so much, I move away and give people space. If I can't handle the stress, if I can't handle the hate, if I can't handle the envy and jealousy, I move away. So what is your difference? What difference do you exhibit? And what are you trying to show to other people? Some people, as soon as they see that Miss A is no longer friends with Miss B, yes, they move away. Not even want to know what happened. What was the problem? Was there a problem? There's always two sides of a story. Thank you, Dr. Fumi. There's always two sides of a story. Why don't you hear? Why don't you hear about a story and hear properly, preferably from both sides? Why do you take sides? If someone, for example, if Dr. Funmi is unnecessarily, if she's not behaving well, and I have reasons to go off her track and not and unfriend her, I wouldn't go to tell maybe Coach Ruth that, oh, don't play with this lady, she's a bad lady. Coach Ruth will find out by herself. Oh, yes. So you find out by yourself. If this person is bad, somehow, she will exhibit that bad character to you. And you will find out. So why take sides? You find out on Facebook that there are cliques. For people who don't like Dr. A, automatically all her friends move away. So even when Dr. A is making waves, she's doing the right thing, she's impacting the world, she's exhibiting her gifts and talent, she's being kind, she's inspiring people and praying for people, her friends are scared to be identified with Dr. Funmi. Why? Because they don't want someone else, don't want Coach Ruth to know that they are friends with Dr. Funmi. You people are unserious. I'm not everybody. For you who know, you know yourselves. People who can listen and they know that what I'm saying is for them, there's still time to change. We are matured people. We are civilized people. It doesn't matter if you have not traveled out of your country. If you are learned enough to be able to write your name, if you're learned enough to be able to sign your checks, you should be learned enough to call a spade a spade. Why are you taking sides? I've had friends from different places of work where people just take sides with A, just because, oh, maybe the manager is not in good terms with another colleague, and nobody wants to greet that colleague. Everybody takes sides with the manager. You are myopic. You are myopic. I have done that, my dear, and I'm doing it now. Dr. Funmi says she's cleaning in her Facebook, and she will continue to remove the evil eye. Yes, we may not be able to remove it properly, but yes, we will remove it by the grace of God, because enough is enough. Enough is enough. If you cannot stand my blessings, go talk to your God, because he blessed me. I didn't bless myself. Oh, yes. Talk to your God. God can still listen. He still blesses people, but he doesn't bless envious people. God doesn't bless gossip. People who gossip, God does not bless them. People who are envious, God does not bless them. Bad belly people, God does not bless them. So what is your difference? I am different. I choose to show love. I am a classy woman. I'm the Duchess of Zion. My name is Vowero Otomewo Oriaki. I am Lady V, the Lady V Global you've been hearing about. I lack nothing by the grace of God. I'm healthy, as you can see. I'm fashionable, as you can see. At my age, 50 and above, I'm still looking juicy and sexy. What are you and what are you doing? Are you full of hate? Are you full of envy? Are you full of jealousy? Are you not comfortable when people are being blessed? Do you go out stalking people? You stalk people? Why? Why are you stalking people? Why? Why do you make cynical remarks? Why do you send cynical posts for people to see? Why is it that only your clique your likes? If total strangers does not click your story or listen to what you're saying, you are nothing. If only members of your clique, only members of your group, only members of your gossip gang celebrate you, you are a mediocre. I'm sorry. I'm only sorry. I'm honestly being realistic. I'm trying to be very, very frank here. So for 2018, for those of us who are ready to be game changers, for those of us who are ready to take this driver's seat of our life, we are tired of people pushing us up and down, all in the names of friends or mentors or what have you. For people who rely on others to give them their title. No, I've given myself titles already, as you can see. My titles are so long, if I start counting them, we won't live here today. You know? So after God has blessed me, after he made me in his likeness and his image, after he told me his plans that he has for me, that his plan is for me. Jide, thank you for joining me. Jide Timson, God bless you. After the Lord has told me his plans for me, that he'll prosper me, that I'll become the envy of many. After the Lord has given me good health, blessed me with a good home, with healthy and intelligent children. After the Lord has blessed me with a juicy bank account. After he blessed me with good name. I travel all over the world by the grace of God, and I do not have any problem. Yes, they will hear this. Thank you, sweetheart, and I'm happy you have shared it, Dr. Fumi. I'm happy you can share it to more groups as well as everywhere. So after the Lord has blessed me with all this, I have so much confidence in my God. In my God, number one, before myself. So nobody will tell me that I'm proud because I've checked myself already. Before you tell me anything, I will tell myself. Okay? Hannah Bass, thank you for joining. Thank you very much. Thank you for those thumbs up. Thank you for those hearts. Please, 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 the message for today is dare to be different. Dare to be different. Let your difference be your source of motivation. Let your difference be your source of strength. Let your difference be your focus in life. Let your difference be the reason why people are envious of you, why people are talking about you, why people want to know me. They want to know me, Lady V. People come on my messenger and like, we really want to know you, Lady V. Like, we really want to know you physically. So whenever I'm traveling, Dobbs just joined. Thank you very much, Dobbs. Whenever I'm traveling, different parts of the world, people want to meet me. There are some things I don't put on Facebook. Yes, indeed, Dr. Fumi, I'm bold in Christ. I don't put things on Facebook because people may not be able to handle the jealousy. The jealousy is real. The jealousy and the hate is real. You have to be strong for haters. Haters rise up even within the family, within your office, within your neighborhood, within your business, within your career. There are haters all over. All over. All over. You're welcome, Dr. Fumi. God bless you. All over. There are haters all over. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Shanicia, welcome. Thank you very, very much. Listen, you have to be strong. It's high time you stand up. Let your haters know that you are unique. Let them know that you're not a woman that anyone can play with. Let them know that you are so blessed to be stressed. You are too blessed to be stressed. Let them know that you stand out in public. Wherever I go, I know. Wherever I go, I make sure I leave a mark. A mark. It could be a sign of love. It could be telling people that you don't joke with me, I don't take rubbish. It could be playing with the children. It could be singing. I love singing. It could be dancing. I love dancing. But what I don't joke with is to speak. Thank you, Jide Stimson. I speak with authority and confidence by the grace of God. I speak without fear of criticism. I speak with the strength that God has given me. I speak with the boldness that is inbuilt. My boldness is by default. I did not learn it from anybody. God gave me. So if you want to know more about how you can stand up in public and call a spade, if you want to know more of how you can be 50 years and above and still look like Lady V, if I tell people I'm 30, they'll believe. I have boys of 30 and 35 and below chasing me. Yes, they want to be boyfriends or girlfriends. And I said to them, I'm old enough to be your mom, but they don't believe. So if you want to know all the tricks, all the gists behind the scene of how Lady V stands out in public, of how Lady V looks so young, of how Lady V travels all over the world, of how Lady V looks so trendy, sign up for my Confidence Mastery course. This is a very, very new online mastery course which will be available on different platforms, very, very reasonably priced. It will tell you, show you your passion, remind you of what you can do, help you to develop your talents and gifts, and help you to live life unapologetically. Now, again, I'm Vowero Otomewo Oriaki, for those of you watching me for the first time. I am indeed a game changer. I am indeed a Duchess of Zion. You see, when people contest for politics, they contest for different positions. I do not contest because my position is everlasting. I live and I live and I live well. For people who contest, they come for positions and then in no time, maybe 4-8 years, they're out. After 2 terms, they're out. I'm always in power. And that's the gift God has given me. I'm always in power. I'm always reigning. I'm always on the throne. as the Duchess of Zion. I'm a game changer. Wherever I go, I lighten the darkness. As I come in, there's light. So even if there are darkness, if there's darkness, even if they are haters, they have no choice but to love me and to show love around the people around them. Why? Because I lighten any dark place that I attend, any dark spots that I emerge in. I change darkness to light by the grace of God. I am indeed the driver of my own seat. I do not allow people to tell me what to do. I have a mouth given to me by my Creator, and I use it accurately. I use it proclaiming my gifts, exhibiting my talents with confidence and authority, and showcasing what God has given me all over the world. I am indeed the one who does not obtain permission. I do not seek for permission. I do not ask for permission. Rather, when I come in, I announce my intention, and everybody will have to dance to that tone. I do not, and never will I, ask for permission. No. I just come and I announce that this is what I've come to do, and this is my terms and condition. So it's either you take it or you leave it. How many women or youth or even young men are ready to jump into that boat? How many people are ready to come in and say, Lady V, listen, we want to sign up for your course, for your online course. We admire you. We love your confidence. We love your talent. You are bold. You are beautiful. Still very juicy at your age. Woo, almost a grandma and still looking sexy. We want to tap into that grace. How many people here, if that is you, go into my DM and just type in, I'm in. And I'll send you all the details. Alternatively, you can send an email to contact@ladyvglobal.blog. contact@ladyvglobal.blog. That's my official email. You can also send a message through my messenger on Facebook. Of course, either my visual assistant or any of my people helping me. If I'm not there, they should be able to reply to you. But listen, we only want game changers. We don't want people who just want to chat. We don't want people who are not ready to make an investment. This is going to be an investment to teach you how to become global like me, to teach you how to be bold, to teach you how to exhibit your confidence and your passion, to teach you how to use your gifts and talents to make money, and bucks will start rolling in. Rolling bucks. Cash. Different denomination. Canadian dollar, US dollar, the British pound, the dirham, the one they spend in Dubai, the naira, the one in Nigeria, the cedi, all of the different. I have clients all over the world, and all I need to do is just to say, hey, and the PayPal start clicking, blipping. They pay all over the world. So if that is you, you really want to be a game changer. You want a situation where you'll be able to go around the world and speak like I do. You want a situation where you'll be highly connected and mix up with the people that be, the high and mighty, the presidents, both past and present, the traditional rulers, the governors, the prime ministers, the royals all over the world. Click into my bio or send me an email to contact@ladyvglobal.blog. Alternatively, through my messenger. Again, we're talking about serious people and game changers. Listen, there's only one thing that you need: the decision to become global. There's only one thing that you need: the decision to take the driver's seat of your life. Don't allow people to push you here and there. Don't just join the boat wherever you see things happening. No. Decide within you that you're a game changer and you want to use your passion and talent not just to glorify God, but also to make money. 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 Now remember, if the foundation of your confidence cracks, it means you do not know your difference. If the foundation of your self-esteem dents, it means you do not know who you are. If the foundation of your self-esteem, your level of confidence depletes, it means you are not ready to impact the world. Now, for those of you who are ready to impact the world, I'll be waiting on the other side. God bless you for watching. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Instagram. God bless you. Tata. Bye-bye. Bye.